Hi guys, it's me, Danny the Traveler, and I'm here with Rocky the Traveler, who's taking a nap next to me. So welcome to another episode of the Rocky Road Show, where Rocky the Traveling Bull Terrier goes around the world and shows you his adventures along the way, and maybe even gives you a bit of his sage advice on some new cities. So not too long ago, on a grey summer day in England, we went to the wonderful town of Cambridge. It was me, Rocky, and our friend Paula. I had always heard about Cambridge, especially the university, so when it was time to check it out, I was pretty excited. I would have loved to attend Cambridge University, but I actually forgot to apply for it because I wanted to be somewhere by the beach, and Cambridge is not really by the beach, which I know is not the best criteria to pick when you're choosing universities. Anyway, let's move on. Since I didn't apply, I thought maybe Rocky could apply as a student, so we could then stroll on in there and see if they'll take this handsome little bull terrier as a student. Another thing that I had heard about prior to visiting Cambridge was this activity called punting. Now, punts are these flat-bottom boats. They remind me a lot of the boats in Venice, Italy, the gondolas. And someone slowly paddles the punt along the river, which is called punting. Anyway, upon arriving at Cambridge, it was really our first activity of the day. I remember it was a bit rainy, so Rocky had to wear his little trademark yellow raincoat, which was a huge hit with everybody, wasn't it, Rocky? Oh, you're still sleeping. So anyway, we checked out this place called Scuddamore's in Cambridge, where we booked the punting tour. And the girl who rowed the boat and guided us, I believe she was a university student in Cambridge. Which brings me to my next point, that Cambridge is a huge university town. So prepare to see tons of students everywhere, and there's colleges everywhere, of course. And many of them are more than happy to guide you around in a punt and steer it for you. So the three of us joined the little tour on a boat with about a dozen people in total. And it was quite bigger than you can imagine, the boat. There was lots of little rows, and we went along the Cambridge River, where the guide gave us the tour. I actually wish I had paid more attention to everything she was saying, but honestly I was just too busy just admiring all the buildings and of course taking photos and videos of Rocky, which sounds pretty crazy when I say it, but it was pretty fun. Rocky enjoyed it, and he kind of hung his head over the water and watched all the other boats row on by. And of course everyone would just stare at this little bull terrier with a yellow raincoat just hanging out of a punting boat. It was quite the sight. After our little adventure punting, we went and stopped to get a hot dog at this little old-fashioned stand next to Scuddamore's rental shop. And the hot dog guy absolutely loved Rocky, and he even gave him a free cooked sausage, so that was pretty cool. After that, we walked around the town and stopped by to see all the historic college buildings, including the famous King's College, which is part of the University of Cambridge, of course. And then there's tons of other colleges that we got to check out. St. Catherine's College, Corpus Christi College. It was quite the tour, and all these buildings, of course, just have the most amazing architecture, which, if you're into this sort of stuff, you'll just be blown away. And even if you're not, I think you're still gonna find it such an incredible place. Truly, I think it was a feast for the eyes. Unfortunately, they didn't allow Rocky into the university, and of course they didn't accept his application to be a part of the university, to become the first bull terrier to graduate from such an esteemed historic university. Sorry, buddy, but maybe Oxford, right? That was quite the cool adventure. All in all, Cambridge was quite the cool adventure. Such a busy little student town with everything you need. I mean, there were so many shops, the people were friendly. It was quite green in terms of everyone seems environmentally conscious. They use bicycles to travel everywhere. Seriously, guys, this place is, Oxford and Amsterdam. These places are the places that I've seen that have the most bicycles. Everyone seemed to also be dressed so nice here, and they were all so happy, which is kind of a little bit of the opposite of London, which is, everybody dresses nice in London, but the people there just do not really look that happy. We finished our little Cambridge adventure with some Cambridge pizza, which helped Rocky feel better after being rejected by the University of Cambridge. Plus, he did get a free hot dog earlier, and an overall wonderful adventure and great punting trip. And that was our little Cambridge trip. 1 day driving there and back from Brighton, which is where I was living at the time. And yeah, I highly recommend it if you're ever in the UK for an extended amount of time. I can't recommend this place enough. And Oxford, I really think these two places are just, must-sees. So yeah, guys, thanks for checking out our podcast. I think for our next podcast and video, we're going to head on over to the Jurassic coast of England as we continue making our way around the UK. And the Jurassic coast is just absolutely a marvelous place, one of the most beautiful places in the world. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for listening, and stay hungry for travel. Yeah, all the best from me and Rocky. See you guys.